Hi guys, I'm Rose. Welcome to the Money School. This week, I want to talk about how fiat currencies or paper money came to be. I decided to talk about this because just recently I found out that one of my friends was still under the impression that governments need to keep gold to back up the value of their currency. If you are not in the financial industry and can't perfectly recall the details of your history classes, it is really possible for you to assume that governments and banks still need to hold gold. After all, the whole world operated on the gold standard for many years. Let's do a little history refresher for this episode. The gold standard is a monetary system wherein the value of a currency was pegged on gold. Being valued for centuries, gold has long reigned as king of metals in the eyes of mankind. It was in around 700 BC that gold was made into coins to use as a medium of exchange. Gold was not the most convenient form of money though, due to the inefficiencies of weighing, clipping, and melting the metal. Paper money was introduced in the 16th century, and as there was a struggle in the simultaneous use of gold and paper money, governments decided in the 1800s to adopt the gold standard, declaring that value of paper money shall be backed by gold. This led to governments stockpiling gold in the succeeding years. At first, the gold standard worked quite well, as governments were at peace with each other and the environment was ideal for collaboration. But then World War I happened. The gold standard proved too inflexible to hold up well during times of political turmoil, and people lost confidence in the system. It was found that the supply of gold could not keep up with the growth of the global economy. The GBP or sterling and the US dollar then became the reserve currencies, meaning other countries began to hold GBP or USD in reserve instead of gold to back the value of their local currency. Because of this, the gold stockpiles of these dominating countries increased further. Then, in 1934, the US raised the US dollar price per ounce of gold, leading other nations to exchange their gold for US dollars and allowing the United States to become the largest holder of gold. Later on, the Bretton Woods Agreement was drawn up, stating that all currencies were to be valued in relation to the US dollar, which would be backed by gold at a fixed conversion rate. However, post-World War II, the US gold reserves could not hold up, and in 1971, gold was no longer used in determining the value of the dollar. The world then entered into the fiat currency system. The word fiat in Latin means "let it be done." Fiat currencies refer to government-issued currency, paper money or coins that are made legal tender by government decree, hence the term fiat. Central banks have greater control over fiat currency. They decide how much is printed to keep the currency stable. Fiat currency has several advantages. Its paper form makes it convenient to exchange and use as a store of value. It is also cheap to produce, allowing governments to potentially profit from its production. The disadvantage of fiat money is that if governments print too much of their currency, it can lead to hyperinflation, which is the rapid rise in prices of goods and services. The overprinting of currency, though, would actually run counter to the mandate of central banks, which is to keep inflation low and the economy stable, to encourage trade and healthy growth. Though not without its critics and limitations, fiat currency has worked for us for many years. It certainly beats lugging around gold coins and bars as payment. So that wraps up my little refresher episode on the fall of the gold standard and move to fiat currency. With the emergence of possible competition such as digital coins, I think it's helpful for us to review history to gain a more informed and balanced perspective to better ascertain the potential and limitations of new currency innovations. Please like this episode and subscribe to The Money School. Thanks for tuning in. Bye!